Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here. I wanted to pop on and talk about nutrition to help with hot flashes for those of you that are struggling with this. Wow, yeah, just a few things that I listed down here. But in jumping into this type of a topic, a lot of times we get the mindset that, oh, here we go. I'm having a hot flash, and so I need to do something like right now for the hot flash, but the other things that I do throughout the day aren't going to affect it, which isn't really necessarily true. When we talk about these things, right, when we talk about your health is cumulative, everything affects everything else, especially when you're going through a shift in phase where your hormones are changing. Now, a lot of you may think, oh my gosh, this is just for perimenopause. This is just for menopause. If I'm not in that stage, I'm not going to get a hot flash. And that's not necessarily true either. A lot of women will experience hot flashes. Sometimes it's just different points of their cycle. They get a little warm, right? Like a little flushed and feel, whew, I just got a little sweaty. What the heck? It's a shift in hormone. So it can happen, when you ovulate. It can happen when your period starts. It can happen when you're under more stress, right? These things can happen. Yes. Yeah. And right now there's a lot of stress for everybody, right? Yes. I'm not going to get into the stress piece of it right now. I live in Minneapolis. I live in the suburbs, so I don't live in downtown or anything. But yeah, less stress here today for everybody. So that's something that can contribute and make your hot flashes worse though, right? So don't just think that it's, oh my gosh, this is just what's happening right now the second. It's, oh, there's a lot more that's built up to this. And a hot flash essentially is your body temperature, reacting. It's not necessarily your core temperature changing. There's just a flush, a dysregulation for a second, right? Because the hormone levels change, your body reacts. And it says, whoa, 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 something's wrong with the thermostat. And it causes really fast vasodilation. So the blood vessels open up. And then all of a sudden you get like more blood rushing everywhere, which then your system's like, whoa, 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 calm down. We don't need to overheat here. And then you start sweating to cool your system down, right? That's why we sweat. We sweat to cool our systems down. So the hot flash isn't necessarily your body temperature changing, right? Just for a second, the thermostat goes wonky and you get a lot of blood movement and then your body tries to cool down. Oh, yeah. That sounds fun, right? No. You're gonna your skin is gonna get red, right? Like that's the redness, and that's the heat that you feel. It's more surface level per se than deep core. Like if you were to take your temperature, it's not really gonna change, and it happens really quickly. And then you sweat, and then there you go, right? So that's really the biggest thing with hot flashes, what they are, and the primary reason again is, hormone change. Now, can they happen for other reasons? Absolutely, absolutely, but it's sometimes thyroid can affect this, a thermal regulation issue. But mainly when women are looking at hot flashes, it is related to hormone change. You can also have a hormone change or your body just be under more stress, and you'll notice I'm having more hot flushes. They can happen during the day. They can happen at night. Yay! That sounds great, right? Anytime, day or night. Hot flash party, woo! Another super fun thing that goes along with having a hot flash is a rush of adrenaline. Yeah, because your system's responding. Cortisol response, adrenaline. Woo! So if you're having night sweats, which is essentially a hot flash while you're sleeping, yeah, that sounds like a great time. Then you get this rush of adrenaline and you're like, bing! I'm awake now in the middle of the night. That's great, right? Who thinks that that's amazing? You're gonna have this super big alert reaction in the middle of the night, and your adrenaline spikes, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna fight a bear. Here we go. When really you're like, God, come on, calm down. Let's go back to sleep. That wasn't necessary. Yeah. So why are these things helpful for hot flashes, right? And if you Google saying, nutrition for hot flashes, or If you Google something saying supplements for hot flashes, it's going to list some things. Are those things going to be helpful for you? Maybe, maybe not. Why I have these things listed here are these are some main whole foods, right? Because I like to make recommendations for people just to help move you in the right direction. If you have something different going on, you're probably going to need something more specific or custom to you. And that's where, there we go. I'll put the waitlist for the next 12-week challenge there. So in the comments, you can click on the link and get on the waitlist for our next 12-week challenge. So if you are suffering with something, if you are struggling, not getting any result, you're probably going to need something more custom. But again, try some of these things. Cruciferous vegetables. These are, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, right? Cabbages. These are things that are going to be really helpful for hormone, I don't want to say regulation, but it helps your system process hormone out of your body just to keep it more even keel. So it's not this sudden shift, right? You get hit by this truck of hormone change and then you get the hot flash. So this helps push those hormones through your body at a better level. Now with this caveat, I'm going to say this, and this is why I do videos. This is why I love to educate. This is why I love to give you more info versus just posting, oh, eat these things, there you go, see you later. No, I like to give you more of the why behind the what, because it really makes a difference. This is how it's actually helpful for you, right? And if you're looking for more info on things, my YouTube channel, which is Dr. Beth Westy, has a ton more info there, a lot of resources for you. But when we talk about cruciferous vegetables, one of the things that I want to mention is that typically if you're having hormonal issues, hot flashes, and you're like, gosh, what can I do to make things better, right? You're gonna usually have some gut disruptive, behavior, right? Maybe some bloating, maybe a little bit of gas, maybe some constipation here and there, right? Maybe you're like, ugh, things just aren't sitting with me the same way that they used to. What the heck? Yeah. So getting in cruciferous vegetables, if you're eating them raw, that's not going to feel good, right? Imagine having a super upset stomach, your gut is really bloated, and then you're just gnawing on a bunch of raw broccoli. Oh, that's not going to feel good. That's not going to feel good at all. No. So what do? Cook it, steam it, bake it, whatever, right? Roast it. That's my favorite way. Roasted veggies. Oh, so good. You can even take, these cruciferous veggies and blend them up, put them in a smoothie or something. I don't care. Just get it in and blend it so your body can actually process it. Otherwise, you're actually causing more disruption. And then your body's not breaking down and absorbing the nutrient that you would need that's in this to actually do the thing that you want it to do. So if you're trying this and saying, oh gosh, I've been eating these cruciferous veggies this week and it's not going well. Oh, my stomach hurts. I can't do this anymore. Yeah, you gotta, bake it, cook it, steam it, whatever, break it down and get it in a smaller chunk so your system can actually use it. That's the biggest secret right there. Berries, same thing with berries. Berries, oh, so helpful for hormones. So helpful. And my favorite way to get berries in and everything, and honestly, I will do these all in the morning in a shake. Okay, sometimes not the morning because my morning shake is, I use coffee. But my midday shake, I use riced cauliflower and I'll use berries, frozen berries in there. Yeah, I get these little packs of them at Costco. I love Costco, right? And just put some frozen berries in with my protein shake. There we go. Yeah, super easy. Flaxseed is another thing. Now, flaxseed, again, I like using ground flaxseed, and I put that in my morning shake with coffee and chocolate protein powder. Yeah, so good. But having flaxseed every day, at least a tablespoon, at least a full tablespoon of flaxseed, is also really helpful, specifically for estrogens. So, and a lot of times hot flashes come because of that shift in estrogen in your body, a sudden shift. So that's why flaxseed is up there specifically for that. But getting these in every day on a consistent basis over time then can help, right? This isn't like, oh, I'm having a hot flash, I need to eat some berries right now. No, that's not how it works. If you're like, gosh, I've been having hot flashes for like 6 months, they're not going away, and all the stress that I'm under is making things worse, what can I do? every day. And again, simplest thing to make sure you're getting it in and being consistent, I like, is using it in a shake, just to make sure, and that way it's blended and easy to digest versus, you know, something else. I mean, you can, sometimes I'll do a vegetable, you know, mash for the week. I call it a mash. I did this the other day. I used sweet potato, broccoli, riced cauliflower, and then I used some Brussels sprouts and beans, and I roasted it all. And then those are my veggies for like 3 different meals throughout the week. Great, you know, lots of different veggies, but I'm getting them in, and I make sure I get them in every day. Other thing is to make sure that you're avoiding these, because these are like immediate triggers for your system to respond to. Alcohol, including wine. Yes, I know. Not fair. Caffeine. Yes. Coffee, tea. I know. Not fair. Sugar, that includes chocolate. I know. Not fair. So the things that you would normally do to self-soothe because you're having hot flashes, I want some chocolate and having a glass of wine. No. These are all things that are just the top triggers for hot flashes, honestly. I know, it's not fair at all. It's not. And this isn't like, oh, well, instead of having 2 cups of coffee, I'll just cut down to 1. No, it's like all caffeine. You have to really, really cut out caffeine. Yeah. But if you do that and add these in, oh, it can help a ton. And then the last piece here is stress. Stressors, external, internal, inflammation, right? All of it can impact how many, how frequent, how intense your hot flashes are. Again, your health is cumulative. It's not just this one thing that you're going to do. No one magic supplement is going to fix it all. And that's what I really teach you in the 12-week challenge. Work with your body, stop fighting against it. I reference some of these things in my book, The Female Fat Solution. This is on Amazon. And I have a whole section in here for perimenopause, a whole section in here for menopause, where I do address some of these things as well. So a great resource for you too. And then if you like podcasts, I have a podcast called The Female Health Solution, which is on all places podcast. Again, more resources for you so that you can continue moving forward, taking steps for your health, to really make sure that you're applying all these, you know, kind of basic things that can make a really big difference in how you're feeling, how you're functioning, and everything else. Oh, Tammy's asking, what can I replace coffee with? Decaf? You can have decaf. Herbal tea, cacao. Coffee is like the nectar of the gods, honestly. It's not fun, right? That's like some of the worst news. But the good thing is that if you're getting your body to process those hormones better and decreasing some of the inflammation and your body's having a better response, then you can have some of these things and it won't trigger a hot flash, right? Then you can have like that smaller amount. You can have that smaller amount and not have it trigger. But you have to get to a point where it can handle it first. Yeah, it's a lot of good news right now. A lot of good news. Hopefully I'm filling your Facebook feed right now with something that's a little more positive than, yeah. So, yeah, because my Facebook feed is rough. Yeah, it's rough. It's, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. It's just rough. A lot is happening. A lot is happening, right? Because I live in the Twin Cities. So, and I grew up here. I'm from here. It's just nuts. And my husband is so this is what I'll share with you guys. This is sort of off the topic completely. But my husband's a brick mason. And he works for a company. They do a lot of restoration. So they work on really old buildings and repairing big things of stone. I don't know what, you know, this is outside my wheelhouse, clearly. And he's in charge of different job sites. So he works on a main job site, but then he also sets up other job sites, and he has a foreman running him. So he's like superintendent or whatever. And some of these things that are going on, like they've had to shut down for their job sites now. And he's like scrambling right now, trying to reroute these guys to get them their hours this week on other job sites. And it's hard. It's hard, right? So, yeah. Yeah, because some of their job sites are in the areas that are unsafe right now for a lot of people. So, yeah, stress, right? Stress for everybody. So, anyway, that's what I got for you guys tonight. That's what I wanted to share, talking about hot flashes and everything else. Yes. Oh, Jackie's asking a question. How can you live gluten-free? Well, I have a lot of videos on that on my YouTube channel. I was going to say, that's a good question. A really long, there's a short and long answer to it. The short answer is, let's see, I've been gluten-free for 16 years now. And regular foods are gluten-free. I have like zero issue with gluten-free stuff. My kids are all gluten-free. Actually, I have a gluten-free house. Everybody's gluten-free. Yeah. Gluten's just a binding protein that's found in wheat, barley, and rye. So just don't eat things with those things in it, or gluten added things. It's actually, there's a lot healthier ways to eat gluten-free, just eating whole foods mostly. So yeah, but I have videos on that on my YouTube channel. So I'll refer you to that, because this is what the main point of this video was about. But anyway, if you want more resources on that, you can always ask or message, or I can always do another video dedicated to that about how we live gluten-free. Yeah, because I've been doing it for a really, really, really long time. Yeah. All right. That's what I got for you guys tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you later.